Hey, what's up guys? Justin with AmericanTrucks.com, and welcome to another installment of Customer Builds, the series where we catch up with different customers from our build pages here at AT, chat about some of their modifications, and hey, maybe give you some ideas for that rig at home. Today we're talking to a man named Brandon from the New Hampshire area about his 2015 5-liter F150 with an awesome stance. It really caught my eye, and you guys will see what I'm talking about here in a minute. But if you guys want a complete breakdown of Brandon's rig, including his modifications, check out his build page at AmericanTrucks.com, or if you're catching this on YouTube, just go ahead and click on that link below. For now, say what's up to Brandon. What's happening, man?
Same old Monday off, you know.
Sounds good to me. So you are the proud owner, sir, of the 2015 black F150. Found the truck, browsing through some of our customer profiles. And what caught my eye was the fact that it was sitting real nice on some 37s. I don't see a lot of the 15 through 17 trucks with the 37 here. So I had to talk to you, man. I had to pick your brain and talk about the setup a little bit. So if you could, sir, why don't you walk us around the truck, and why don't we start with the foundation, the lift that kind of makes it all possible?
Well, at first, I wanted a 6-inch lift. Everybody was ordering the rough country, and no one was talking about zone off-road. So I was like, I'm going to check out this zone off-road lift, you know, see how it works, and it's worked for almost 5 years now. Got the lift on, got the 33-inch tires on. That was my foundation. That was my startup.
Now, with the lift, though, it started off as a zone 6-inch kit, but now you've actually kind of sweetened the deal a little bit, and I saw some juicy Fox reservoir coilovers under there, correct?
Oh yeah, yep. So 2 years after, with just the 6-inch lift and 33s, I wanted to step up the game. So I got to replace the spacers for the 6-inch lift because there was a little clunking noise. I wanted to get the coilovers, and the Fox BDS coilovers were the #1 in the market, you know, for mid drivers to look good.
Now, how's it ride now with the new Fox compared to like the stock setup?
Oh, it rides awesome. Coilovers have been on for 2.5 years now with the Tough Country upper control arms. That
combination made room for originally a 33, which you said looked a little wimpy, huh?
Oh yeah, skipped leg day, real bad.
Speaking of leg day, you went from a 33 to the big boy 37s, and obviously some modifications were needed, correct?
Right, yep. So I had to trim the front crash bars. I had just enough room in the back for it to turn. Got anything in the back with the -12 offset. People with wider offsets, like -24, might have to do a little trimming.
Gotcha. Now, you started off with some fuel hostage wheels, and then you made the switch to the 20-inch Rockstars, and those have the -12 offset, you said?
Yep, so the fuel wheels had -12, so it's just enough for the 6-inch lift to fit correctly. And you need 18-inch wheels to fit with the 6-inch lift, so that's up to 20s and 37s.
That's awesome. Well, it looks killer, man. Now, you've had a couple different tire setups with the 37s. You had a trail grappler on there originally, a 37 by 13.5.
Yep, and the 33s were the Terra grapplers. Went to the trail, and now the mid to the ridge grapplers.
You're like mud grappler away from getting the whole lineup. The ridge grappler, I'm actually thinking for my next tire. How you liking that?
So I rode a half a winter with them. They weren't too bad. I haven't got to really see what they could do. Hopefully this coming winter season I can see what they could do.
Now, I think a lot of customers might have a question like, between a trail grappler, which I think is a great tire, it's what I have on my truck now, and that ridge grappler, can you tell a big difference in noise, like road noise on the highway?
A lot of people have a lot of road noise with the trail grapplers and complain about them. I didn't have really any road noise. I don't know if I was, you know, playing music all the time or just the exhaust tone kind of took it out, but I didn't get any really road noise with my trail grapplers until like the end.
Well, you mentioned something about exhaust. So let's kind of segue into that. You have a Gibson dual system on the car or on the truck now?
Yep, I have a Gibson dual exhaust. I got that a few years ago. With the New England weather, I've had to, you know, replace some of it.
I hear you. So did you get the aluminized system then?
Oh, stainless. Stainless is warranted. Aluminum isn't.
No, I hear you. The aluminized steel, I always try to steer people away, especially up in the Northeast like that. I mean, it's not going to last you very long. That's why you got to go stainless. But with the 5-liter, the Gibson system sounds pretty healthy.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, let's talk about up front, because another thing besides the tire size, just that front end really grabbed me too, because you have a good combination, again, which has been through some changes, but the one thing that I noticed was the Raptor style front bumper, and then a variation. You had the Raptor lettering originally, but now you're kind of more of a plain Raptor style grille. Why do we switch it up?
Just a lot of people had it. It was really popular, and I wanted to be different. You know?
So you took the letters off and you painted it black to match the truck, and it looks awesome, man. It really does. Now you have the Raptor style front bumper up there, and then the back, you and I were talking a little bit, because you were originally an XLT truck, so you had a bunch of chrome going on, so you took the grille off, obviously the front bumper, and then that left you with the rear chrome bumper, which you handled with the bumper shells, correct?
Yep.
Did you get those painted on your own?
No. I ordered them from American Trucks, pre-painted gloss black.
Nice. Yeah, they look killer, because I'm looking at the pictures. I'm like, you know, is that a stock painted bumper? I mean, it really doesn't look like there's anything else on there. I dig it. So, Brandon, what's going on with the future plans for the truck? Anything crazy going on with it?
Future plans, probably to get the Raptor style bumper painted black and the badges.
I like that.
The truck's paid off now, so I have a little more finances to put into it.
You did originally at one point changing out the gears with the 37, and how it really kind of brought the truck back to life, because when you go with a big tire like that, you had like a 331 or a 355 gear in the truck originally?
331.
Okay.
I ordered the gearing and the lift at the same time to find out they didn't have 411 gears for the heavy duty 8.8 back when they first came out with it. So I swapped over to the 975 rear axle just to get the 411s in, and I have a custom E-lock switch right in the front.
I was wondering what that switch was you sent in the pictures. I was going to ask you. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, yep. No, it's pretty fun.
That basically woke the truck back up, even with the heavy 37 on it, correct?
Oh yeah. It still spins rubber.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Now, also helping with that, you have an Airaid intake on the truck, and it's also tuned, correct?
Yep. Bought the SCT tuner off American Trucks. Probably 3 different tunes on it for the tire sizes. The Airaid intake, I haven't changed the filter, I just clean it.
I can't remember. Did you get the dry or the oiled filter?
I believe I got the oiled.
So, and it's been holding up for you pretty good even after all the years?
Oh yeah, I clean it and I oil it myself. So. Well,
it's a heck of a truck, man. It really is. And that's another thing I was going to ask you is, how do you keep that paint so clean up there in the Northeast with that black?
Well, I detail my own vehicles. I spend time to buff everything out, once a year. I ceramic coat it every 2 years.
Do you really?
Yep.
That's impressive, man. Well, it shows, because the pictures are gorgeous. I've said this 1,000 times. I love the look of a black car truck, but I would never own one because I'm OCD and I can't keep it clean.
Or before the truck, I had a 14 Mustang. The reason why I have the truck is because I tagged a deer with the Mustang, so.
Oh, that's right. Well, at least you got your 5-liter back, right?
Oh yeah.
I always like to ask people this, Brendan, and I'll ask you as well, and it's kind of a goofy question, but do you have a name for the truck at all? Some people like to name their cars and trucks. How about you?
Or my aunt likes to call it Bulldog.
Your aunt likes to call it Bulldog? That's awesome. That's a fitting name, because the way it sits with those 37s, it looks kind of like that.
So I just ran along with that. I haven't really come up with anything myself.
I like it, man. Well, that's awesome. Well, Brandon, dude, thank you so much for talking with me today about some of the mods in the truck. It looks awesome. I mean, as someone who has considered putting 37s on my truck, you might have sold me, because I think the look really is awesome. And yeah, it's a great looking rig, man. Keep it up.
Yeah, thank you, Justin. I appreciate the chat, and I hope all is well with you, and get those 37s on.
Maybe I will. All right, Brandon, thanks again, man.
Thank you.
All right, well, there you go. That was Brandon and the Bulldog, his 2015 F150. Again, that stance to me is just where it's at. A little bit of offset, a big old 37, and keep the rest simple. That's my kind of truck. Guys, we hope you enjoyed this installment of Customer Builds. And again, if you want to see more of Brandon's rig, go ahead and check out his build page at AT. Or again, if you're watching this on YouTube, just find that link in the description down below. In the meantime, I'm Justin. Thanks for watching. And for all things F-150, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.